Space is an entity, vast and evolving, filled with planets, systems, constellations, universes, all spinning, vibrating, moving, evolving as one. Our solar system is a center. Our planet is a center. Our nation is a center. Our family is a center. Our persona or individuality is a center. And there are centers within each of these centers. That is, the energies from the universe stream in and through each of our centers, influencing, impulsing, initiating, response, growth, development for each and every soul. Thank you for joining us for this special Cancer Assisting Transitions, assisting aspirants and disciples in transition during this period, their carers, close associates, and groups, as we together work to empower greater connection with hierarchy and soul consciousness in all of humanity as we go through these serious transitions moving into the Aquarian age. Cancer, the light within the form. This is the diffused light of substance itself, the dark light of matter referred to in the secret doctrine. It is the light awaiting the stimulation coming from the soul light. A study of the light of Cancer will reveal the symbolic story of the irradiation of matter, of the growth of the light body within the macrocosm and the microcosm, and finally make clear the purpose of the Logos. This soul light affects the form as evolution proceeds and produces sequentially the revelation of that form and of the nature of space-time, as well as of the goal. As man passes around and around the zodiac, we are told, in the ordinary manner, he continually and consciously enters into life in Cancer. 5 times he has to pass through that gate in full waking consciousness, and these 5 happenings are frequently called the 5 major initiations. Let us enter into our healing meditation, invoking the key words of Cancer. I build a lighted house and therein dwell. We do this on behalf of all those in transition. Let us sound the mantra of unification to affirm our oneness, our wholeness, our connection to all of humanity and to all souls. The souls of all are one, and we are one with them. We seek to love, not hate. We seek to serve and not exact due service. We seek to heal, not hurt. Let pain bring due reward of light and love. Let the soul control the outer form and life and all events, and bring to light the love that underlies the happenings of the time. Let vision come and insight. Let the future stand revealed. Let inner union demonstrate and outer cleavages be gone. Let love prevail let all people love. If it is a lighted house we are building, we will attract to its light and warmth all who are around us, and the magnetic pull of the soul, whose nature is light and love, will save many. If one is still an isolated soul, they will have to pass through what DK calls the horrors of a more complete isolation and loneliness, treading alone the dark way of the soul. Yet this isolation, this loneliness, and this separation in the dark night are all part of the great illusion. This is, however, an illusion into which the whole of humanity is now precipitated in preparation for unity, freedom, and release. Some are lost in the illusion and know not what is reality and truth. Our role, as DK says, as others, we walk free in the world of illusion for the purposes of saving and lifting our brothers. And if we cannot do this, we will have to learn so to walk. Let us start with a point of soul focus, raising the consciousness into the head, as high in the head as we can. Carry this consciousness upward through the astral body and to the mind, and then to the soul. Visualizing a lotus fully opened, scintillating with light as a symbol of the soul body. Now we assume the attitude of the observer. From that point, observe the personality below. Visualize the etheric body. See energy flowing freely up and down the etheric spine, and consciously throw soul energy down into the center at the base of the spine, using indigo blue light of the second ray. Then raise it slowly, deliberately, via the 5 centers up the etheric spine, then to the ajna and the crown center into the soul body. Sound an Om as the soul from the soul plane. Sound an Om from the soul onto the mental plane. Sound an Om from the soul onto the astral plane. The light is one, and in that light shall we see light. This is the light that turns the darkness into day. Now let us together, as a unit, as a group, sound the soul mantra. I am the soul. I am light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Let's sound the protective formula, invoking the assistance of the healing angels and the protective aura of the Christ. As we do this, we make the sign of the cross of the divinity, touching the forehead, the middle of the chest, left eye, and right eye. Visualizing the souls of all of our group members, we say, As the soul, we work in light, and darkness cannot touch us. We take our stand within the light. We work, and from that point, we never move. With our united soul focus, let us now endeavor to turn our attention toward the spiritual triad as we align the centers for the flow of intelligence and love from the spiritual triad. Bringing down creative intelligence and pure love. To align the centers for the flow of knowledge, of intelligence from the monastic permanent atom, visualize a stream of pulsating green light pouring into the egoic lotus, those vortices, and vitalizing the 5 knowledge petals or vortices, the 3 knowledge petals, knowledge love, and sacrifice love. And then from this united soul vehicle, visualize the flow of energy through these 5 petals of knowledge and see the green effervescent flow of luminescent energy facilitating and expanding intelligence, understanding, and comprehension, scintillating with light from the 5 vortices of the egoic lotus. And then we see that beautiful green, pulsating, effervescent light entering the group mental body, the middle base, the mental sacral center, mental solar plexus, and mental spleen, down to the etheric throat, and then up into the Alta Major center of each of our group members, and then into the brain, flushing the brain with this beautiful light green flow of intelligence, flow of understanding, and flow of the deep comprehension of the work that we are about to do. Now from the soul vehicle, the causal body, let us draw down love, the love that is pure reason, the love of the soul on the plane of the spiritual triad. And again, with our united full soul focus, let us endeavor from the spiritual triad to bring this pure reason from the Buddhic permanent atom into the egoic lotus, the soul of our group. The 3 love petals, knowledge, love, and sacrifice love. So from the Buddhic permanent atom, we visualize a stream of indigo blue or golden light pouring into the soul body, the egoic lotus, the center of vortices, vitalizing the 5 love petals in the egoic lotus, the united soul vehicle. And from the 5 petals of love, we see the flow of love, this pure reason to and through the 7 astral centers as one from head to base. See that energy flowing into this sphere of the astral field. In itself, a kind of whole or totality. Now, from the transmuted, purified astral field, imbued with this indigo or golden light, let us see it flow into the etheric heart of our group, and then to each member, the pituitary body, and into the nervous system, radiating a beautiful, glowing, radiant astral field for the flow of love, permeating your entire nervous system with the higher light and love of the soul. Now, as a group, let's keep the flow of intelligence and love and bring it further into our individual beings, and then magnetizing to us as a group the great light that streams from the spiritual triad through this process into our group astral field. At this point of transmutation and purification, we now align with Master Dwal Kul and the one group soul, and visualize the souls of all our group members moving into alignment with Master DK, moving into close alignment as a group, including those working from the other side of the veil. With this potent visualization, let's recognize and strengthen our unity, radiance, and service as we sound. Radiance we are and power. We stand forever with our hands stretched out, linking the heavens and the earth, the inner world of meaning and the subtle world of glamour. We reach into the light and bring it down to meet the need. We reach into the silent place and bring from thence the gift of understanding. Thus, with the light, we work and turn the darkness into day. We now align our group for the flow of energy from above, using the superimposed triangles, the combined energies of these great triangles, and moving it down and through and into our group field. The extraplanetary triangle, the avatar of synthesis, the spirit of peace, and the Lord Buddha, powering the Christ in the center to bring light, love, and power into our planetary triangle, Shambhala, hierarchy, and humanity, with Christ emanating in the next triangle with Master DK and the healing angels, the great power of intelligence and love that we've brought into the group centers, the triangle of the crown, ajna, and Alta Major center of our group. Let's pause and see these living lines of lighted energy, the flow of healing energies now focalizing in our group aura. Into the light we move, beckoned thereto by thee. Out of the dark we come, driven thereto by the soul of all. Up from the earth we spring, and into the ocean of light we plunge. Together we come, together we move, guided and led by the soul we serve and by thee, the Master within. The Master within and the Master without are one. That one are we. The one is all. My soul, thy soul, the Master and the soul of all. Now we focus, step down, vitalize, and direct these energies into the soul triangle of our group, the will, love, and intelligence petals of the group soul, the egoic vehicle, the causal body. We focus. And then step down to the chakric triangle, the head, ajna, and alta major center. Those centers in our group chakric field. See the light pouring as it is stepped down. Now as a group, we vitalize the light in the gland triangle, the pineal gland, pituitary gland, and carotid gland of each of our group members and those who will listen and follow this meditation with us, including them all and those on the other side of the veil who add vitalization in the gland triangle. See the light pouring down, and we direct it to the ajna triangle, the ajna center, right eye and left eye, holding these great energies. We say together, with purity of motive, inspired by a loving heart, we offer ourselves for this healing service. This offer we make as a group to those in transition and their immediate circle of cares, companions, and group associates, those we seek to assist. And we offer to humanity the opportunity to open to soul consciousness in the transitions coming as we move into the Aquarian age. Let's visualize the stream of healing energy flowing into our group and focus our intention as we state, we offer our group as a channel through which the Christ, hierarchy, and the angels can pour their love, light, and magnetism. See that light growing, that radiance building. Our lighted house building within the field of this great center of humanity. And Christ, hierarchy, and the healing angels pouring their love light and magnetism through us. We visualize this stream of healing angel energy through our intention of healing the cleavages, assuring soul presence and soul guidance in the transitions of those most in need at this time. Those who may be transitioning out of the physical body, those transitioning with deep psychological shifts in order to meet the next stage of development. those places around the world where conflict rages. We seek to heal the cleavages and to assure soul presence and guidance in these transitions. Now let's pause again to visualize that great stream of healing energy flowing into our group and our intention to soothe the astral field of the receiving serving groups, those supporting those in transition, stabilizing steadfastly the pure love that we have invoked from the spiritual triad to pour onto the astral field, emphasizing the virtues that can be touched, soothing the conflicts and the conflicted feelings of those having to witness and support those struggling with transitions, physical, emotional, mental, individual, group, national, worldwide. The light is one, and in that light, we see light. This is the light that turns the darkness into day. Sound a silent Om, affirming our intention. Continuing to visualize this stream of energy flowing into our group, we focus our intention on strengthening the heart center of the serving groups in the transitions of their companions, their group members, their communities, their nations. For the heart center must be strengthened, and our healing energies can pour forth to all the serving groups that we hold in our hearts. Thereby strengthening the creative thread of the Antakarana for all of these serving groups, that they may be imbued with this healing energy and pass that on to all they assist. Continuing our visualization of this great stream, this growing stream of healing energy from the spiritual triad through the Christ. It flows into our group. We focus our intention on dissipating the glamour of the fear of physical transition and the glamour of the fear of changes that must occur, that do occur, that will occur for the individuals and the groups, the nations and the world. We dissipate the glamours of fear as those are manifest in each case. Visualize the points, each of us in our own way, and focalize that dissipating radiance onto those places, those situations most in need. Now let us visualize our group surrounding those in transition now, and see the group soul and our group members focusing, stepping down, vitalizing, and directing these healing energies in and through as we sound together in group formation around the world, slowly and deliberately. May the love of the one soul focused in this group radiate upon you, aspirates and disciples in transition, and assisting those in transition. In these and on these energies of Cancer, and support all those assisting you, permeating every part of your body, those receiving this beautiful energy, this great stream of light, healing, soothing, strengthening, and dissipating all that hinders your smooth transition, if it is from this physical incarnation or from those states of consciousness that must be left behind and transition into the soul body, assuring your continued service as one with the soul. You can visualize the birth in Cancer of soul consciousness. We can visualize the energies of Cancer healing the whole. We can visualize the energies of Cancer regenerating soul life in individuals, groups, communities, nations, and all of humanity. New life springs forth. Healing, soothing, strengthening, dissipating all that hinders these transitions. We sense, we see, we know the subtle changes are occurring. And let's pause and gradually withdraw the healing energy If you used your hands, withdraw it from your hands, back to the brain. The beautiful green luminescent light to the Ajna center. And then back to the soul, the group soul. Our soul vehicle. We thank the inner group of souls who have joined us subjectively for their participation, especially those on the other side of the veil, those healers who have moved into the bliss of that great life after physical incarnation. We thank the Christ and Master DK for their radiating presence and protection. We thank the healing angels and the devas for their contribution and their magnetism. We close with the Gayatri. O thou who givest sustenance to the universe, from whom all things proceed, to whom all things return, unveil to us the face of the true spiritual sun, hidden by a disk of golden light, that we may know the truth and do our whole duty as we journey to thy sacred feet. Oh. Let's keep in mind as we continue our healing focus in Cancer that we must increasingly learn to work under this influence of the law of abstraction. Because it is the law which lifts a disciple out of the three worlds of human endeavor. It is the same law which brings about the upward drive which all units of life express, and the search of all of them for identification with the One. It is with this law that we, along with all disciples, must learn to work. I build a lighted house and therein dwell. Master DK tells us that the initiate has always to express in each sign of the zodiac the consummation and the spiritual fruit of earlier life experience, world experiment, and soul achievement. Selfishness has ever to be translated into living, active service. And desire has to demonstrate its transmutation in the purity of spiritual aspiration for identification with the will of God. May we as a group actively hold our intention of selfless service as we move deeper into the energies of Cancer. So let us close our time together with the final stanza of the great invocation. And we'll pause with it between each stanza and sound a blue Om. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. Oh. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ return to earth. Oh. From the center where the will of God is known, Let purpose guide all little wills of men, the purpose which the masters know and serve. Oh, from the center, which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Oh, let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Now raise your clasped hands above your head, and as we say this next statement, bring them down to your heart. And so let it be, and help us to do our part. Let love prevail. Let all people love.